Okay. I'm gonna give y'all $1 trillion with the game. I waited till late night, not on purpose, but when I do these, you know, I'm gonna be trying to have people hear it and shit. So I'll be trying to kind of be either if it's not late night, then I try to wait till like ain't nobody in the area type shit. Like so either everybody sleep or gone type shit or not around, whatever one. But I learned how to fix credit. Not even fix credit. I learned credit today. That's what kind of I first started to do this, and I'm like, I might not want to say nothing. Then I'm like, nah, I got to. So I learned credit, right? Then I just learned credit. I know how to, like, I'm going to have a credit score in the morning. I don't have no credit right now. No, I have no credit. And I'll have a credit score in the morning. I learned how to do credit. I learned credit. And I also learned how to be a realtor. I learned realty, how to do, you know, cribs and all that shit. And these are things that niggas don't know. So I'm going to give you $1 trillion with the game. Like I said, credit is literally it's a report of, for anybody that doesn't know, and people that do know probably don't understand it to this extent, but I'm going to tell you. And I'll still do the shit for free because I'll explain everything. I'll explain everything I'm trying to say and all in one at the end of this. But credit is a report of if you pay somebody or not, basically, if you're reliable. So if you can build up a report, you don't really need banks or nobody. You just send it to the credit bureaus. We think that credit comes from a bank. It doesn't. Banks just kind of sell it or enforce whatever you fuck you want to call it. They have the shit, pretty much. They have the shit. So boom, you report to the credit bureau, not to the bank. The bank says $3 to however long for a secured line of credit, $3. I don't know. It was a couple weeks for me to get the card. First of all, you gotta put $300 in the fucking bank and then wait to get your money back. Type shit. It was just a whole bunch of bull crap that I knew just didn't sound right. It sound good or whatever. It's like a business deal. It just didn't sound good, no matter how much you was like shit. I might need it, but it just didn't sound a good idea. It didn't sound like a good idea, so I'm like, nah, I left. Boom. If you have no credit, you can't get a loan to start one because you have no credit. They don't trust you with no type of nothing. So you gotta put your own money in. You won't get the shit back for a long ass time. You could spend it however you want, but it take like a month to get the card type shit. And I'm like, man, all right. So boom, I learned credit. I looked it up today. Like, what is credit? Long story short, I looked it up, found out what it is, found out how to do credit, how people were fixing other people credit and shit, and I could do this shit for free for you, but I'm gonna charge niggas because niggas didn't know how to do this shit and wouldn't know how to do this shit if I didn't look it up. I wouldn't know how to do this shit if I didn't look it up because I had no idea what credit was, didn't know what it was, didn't know how to do, I didn't know nothing about the shit. I'm a nigga from the street, you hear me? So I'm not thinking like I need credit. I'm gonna buy everything with cash. Fuck, I need credit. So long story short, figure it out. Boom. I'm like, okay, well, I'll have credit by the morning. And then with the houses, I'm tired of renting because it's like you don't know when you might have to. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, let me get a crib. Try to get the crib, buy the crib. So I figure out realty because I'm like, how is this realtor? What did they like? I'm like, you just sell the house, right? You just like, but how do they make their money? So I didn't look that up, but I'm pretty sure you make 1% off the sale. But if you have a realty license and you don't want to do it with a realty license, I'm pretty sure you might have to negotiate with the owner what you want, or you might have to sell it for a higher price. I really don't know, but at the same time, the realtor site is the one selling the house. This is where you post the house. So someone says they need it for however much, or they selling it for however much. I'm pretty sure you make 1% because you might not be able to overcharge. Long story short, not long story short, but either way, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is realty is basically you show a house and the nigga buys it or not, and that's how you fucking make money. You don't have to do a fucking thing. The realtor came today and didn't do a fucking thing. I did more than he did, and I didn't get paid for shit. So I'm like, okay. So boom, look credit up, and then I already figured the realty ain't. Literally, he didn't do shit. He just walked with the people. I had to show the house and explain every fucking thing. So I'm like, this nigga's making money off of this? Like, not even off of this. I already knew realty was just like, but I'm like, he literally didn't do a thing. So I'm like, oh, okay. Then I had bullshit realtors and shit, and I knew they were bullshit. Like, it was like a firm. And I'm like, how the fuck is there a firm for realty and there's a person showing the house? I understand. But, like, it was sloppy. It was bad business. All people I see don't know how to do business. I'm going to explain that later a little bit, too. I'm going to explain a little bit of that. But fucking, long story short on that, the credit and the mortgage shit. I say long story short a lot, I know. I'm trying to make this shit